Hello guys, and welcome to this video in which I'll be reviewing this device right here. It's the phone, the Ulefone 12 Note 12P. As you can see guys, the Ulefone is right here looking all fresh, all sealed up in the pack. I've just received this phone from the manufacturer and I'll be reviewing it in this video. Right, so let's get going with this review and unboxing. Right, so for those who are crazy about phone specifications, this phone runs on the Android 11 operating system. It's got a 6.82 inch screen size, and it's got a battery life of 7,700 milliamperes hour, large battery. So as you know, that battery can last for about 30 hours straight when you're on the phone calling, and it can last for about 420 hours when on standby. That's a long time and a good battery life for this phone. So it has a storage of 4 gigs, of 64 gigs and a RAM of 4 gigs. Right, it also has a triple card slot, able to support 2 Nano SIMs and then 1 memory card. This also is able to support the 4G dual SIMs, dual standby. It has a camera of 13 megapixel and 2 megapixel rear camera. So the front-facing camera is 8 megapixels and the back camera is 13 megapixels. Now it's got fingerprinting, fingerprint ID security lock. It's also got the face unlock. Right. It also has the RGB triple light notification light. It has other features like the Wi-Fi hotspot, Bluetooth navigation, GPS. It's got a 3.5 millimeters jack. Right, so it also is compatible with GSM, LTE, WCDMA, right? And it supports applications like WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Prime Video, BBC iPlayer, and so on. It supports other languages too than English, like Indonesian, Malay, Catalan, Czech, Danish, German, and so many others. There's so much to list, honestly. So let's jump in without wasting time and see what more this phone has got inside. As you know, for all my videos guys, this is going to be an interesting review, right, where we get to see what the phone looks like inside, and also look at the packaging and talk about what the manufacturer should have done better about this phone. Right, so let's begin by opening the phone, the pack. You can see it's all sealed up here. Let's open up. Right, I'd like to say, if you're watching this video, you should know that my channel is for like real-time reviews. No editing, no painting up stuff. We tell you exactly as it is. So if that's why you're here, please keep watching while I unbox this phone. I should use a knife next time, maybe. Right, you can see it's all new, guys, all new being unboxed, all new. So you can see the packet comes in here. It shows you that the phone is quite a big phone. You can see it right here. It's a big phone, which is good. People like big screens, so this would serve them. But if you've got a small palm like mine, then maybe you may not be happy with this phone. My palm is not that small. There you go. So I guess I can actually hold the phone and use the phone. But yeah, if you're not happy with a big phone size, then maybe this phone is not for you. Just looking at the phone outside, you can tell. I told you it's got a 6.82 inch display screen. So that tells you already that the phone is a big phone to carry around. Right, so going on to other things. This is how the phone looks once it's opened. You can see the packaging is all white packaging here, looking all safe and secure. It feels a little bit heavy from the outside. But let's look at the inside and see. You can open the phone this way. Oh, feels good. There you go. Quite a solid packaging, I would say. Quite solid. protective, so that's good. Then the phone is just here on the surface here. You can see the phone here. This is the Ulefone Note 12P. Yes, the Ulefone Note 12P. Alright, so let's leave the phone for now. Let's look at other features of the phone. Let's look at what it comes with in the pack. Right, I like the packaging already. It looks like it was well packaged, looking very secure in there. There you go. This is like a pin, which is normally used for resetting the phone, I believe. But let's not jump into conclusions yet. But that, I believe, is what's used for. Then that goes aside. I'll move this away to the left side. Let's look at this, the pack. Right, you can see it comes here. It has a casing, a back casing here. It has a back casing. There you go. It's got a back casing, which is very good, which is interesting. It's good. I like the idea of that. A back casing. All right, if you wanted to case your phone behind, you can see how it looks here, the back casing. So that's good to protect the phone from behind. It's a big phone, and so if it falls, there'll be more impact, obviously. So this is useful. It's a good thing that it was included in the phone make and phone design. Then looking in, you can see that these are like little pamphlets, little booklets for the instruction manual, I believe so, the safety prompt card, the warranty card, the phone charging instructions. This is a quick guide to using Note 12P. Guys, this is going to be a good read for the user, and so keep it handy. Okay, it says a lot here. Just go ahead and read this if you bought the phone, so you can know how to use the phone and know how to use it safely. That's very important. Then moving on to other things, we have more inside the pack. We have a cable here. This is a data cable. You can see that here. This cable is also for charging. So this connects to the phone, and this connects to the USB plug or socket. Now, I've always critiqued this with many phones, right? If you have this with a USB port here, with a USB mount, you should have a plug, a 2-pin or 3-pin plug with a USB port. This is a USB port here, which is a good thing, so you can put this into this and plug to the wall. But some phones just come with only this, which is very insufficient, which is bad, it's poor, because they expect that you should have a USB socket in your house, and not every home has got a USB socket. So that's why this is needed, highly needed. And I'm happy as the manufacturers have given heed to it and have added this in the pack. So this is a plus for this phone. Right, already we have it, we're scoring the phone. Now going on to other things, you can see that that's the pack of the phone. That's the whole design here. There's nothing else. That's all about the phone. And just to avoid distractions, I'll put these aside. All right, and so we can discuss all the phone and other features of the phone. Now this is a pack. We're done with this pack. Let's talk about the phone inside. How does it feel inside of it? This phone feels a little bit heavy. It is a heavy phone. It's not a light phone at all. It's not light at all. Wow, it's a heavy phone, guys. Do you really want a heavy phone? If you don't want a heavy phone, then this phone is not for you. This phone is heavy. It is heavy. It's heavy. It's got a good camera system here. Obviously, I can see all the, this and that. But it's a heavy phone. I can tell because I currently use the Samsung Galaxy S21, and I can tell you that this phone is a heavy phone. It is heavy. So I would say to you, maybe you don't want a heavy phone if you're not used to it. Plus, it's a wide phone as well. I would say I like wide phones a lot because it lets me type and it gives me like a very cool display when I'm watching a movie or something, a video on my screen. I like that. It just reminds you on the face of the phone. It reminds you of the phone's features. It reminds you it's got a battery of 770 milliampere hours. It also tells you about the display, the 6.82 display, HD display. It tells you about the memory, which is 64 gigabytes. It tells you as well about the RAM, 4 gigs of RAM, which I told you earlier. This is the back camera and this is the front camera. back camera is 30 megapixels, the front camera is 8 megapixels. So that's good. It's got the Face ID unlock and the fingerprint ID unlock. It also runs on the Android 11, which I think is a fair deal. Is good. That's a good thing. So let's go ahead to see what lies beneath this gorgeous looking phone. Behind, you can see that it's also covered by some cellophane material here to protect the phone from scratches, which is good. But eventually these come off, so you can use the phone. They come off. So let's go ahead and take it off. Let's take it off. It's quite sticky. All right. Now you can see how the phone looks here. It looks really fresh, very fresh. You can see quite reflective here. This is not glass. Is it glass? It feels like very nice plastic. Oh no, it's very nice plastic, quite solid. Yes, but that's good. So you can see how the phone looks on the outside here. Once again, it's a really massive phone to hold, but I like massive phones, so that's okay for someone like me. So I wouldn't read the manual to put on the phone because I know that it's already going to be turned on by pressing this button right here. Yes, so this pin here is for resetting the phone. Let's say you want to reset the phone, you can click here, right here, with that pin that was supplied in the pack I showed to you. Just to remind you, the pack, it has a pin provided which occurs somewhere here in the pack. Here it has a pin that was supplied that is used for resetting the phone in this very at this very point here. So that's a good thing, guys. I've seen that most phones that require this resetting don't really come with this pin here, but the manufacturer has thought very wisely and acted smart by including this in the phone pack. So that's a good thing. So far, if you ask me, this phone is winning with consumer requirements, I would say. So looking at the phone generally, you can see that the phone has got this two buttons out here. This is the volume button. This is the power button. This is the card slots. They're all in here. So we can turn on the phone by clicking on this button right here to the side, the lower button to the side here. You click right there and hold it for a bit and release. The phone vibrates and it turns on. It tells you Ulefone powered by Android. It looks good, doesn't it? It looks good. Alright, I love gorgeous phones. And I would say if you're one that's looking for a phone to go into the desert with, and or somewhere where there is no power supply for a while, then maybe this is the phone for you. This is the phone for you because it's got a battery life of 7,700 milliampere hours, which is very good. So you can actually rock with this for a while and without having to bother about charging, which is what people want these days, without having to always plug into the nearest socket or look for the nearest socket. It can be embarrassing sometimes, when you are in a place where you don't have access to all these things or all those things. So you can see that it's taking a while to come on, but this is the very first time it's coming on, which I understand. Phones act that way, but it shouldn't take too long, I suppose. Yes. So looking at the phone and the specifications already, I'm beginning to have a few concerns. I'm beginning to have a concern that it has a 4 gig RAM, which is, I would say, it's all just okay. It's nothing too great. It's just okay. I would expect it to go higher. Let's see. But for the price of the phone, this phone goes for about 180 Canadian dollars. The link is in the description of this video, so you can actually get yours if you want to. So right, the phone is powered on here. It says here, choose language, start. I'm going to choose start. To connect to the network mobile here, it's connecting. I'm going to skip this phase, skip all this. I'm going to skip this, set up offline, okay? Alright, continue here. Alright, it's loading into the next screen here. And here we go. We're now at the date phase now. You can see the data right here. It tells me location, date, and time. I'm going to say next. I'm going to say next and go forward to see, you know, these are like what the phone gives to you. Most phones do the same things. I'm going to accept the Google's terms and conditions. I'm going to accept that here. That's fine. That's okay. Right, and then it says here, for security reasons, enter a lock. This is where you have to enter your screen lock. Let's say you want to say, you know, want to keep your phone secure and private while you're, you know, while you're elsewhere and someone has your phone. You can actually choose a lock here, or enter your fingerprint here. Or you can change here to screen lock options. Here it tells you that there's PIN, password, patterns. I'll just say, you know what, I'm going to skip this phase for the sake of this video and skip here. Then it goes to the next page where it says, okay, the phone is supposed to be set up at this stage. And here you can access the apps here. See all the apps? You can see here it's got the Chrome, Gmail. It's got all the apps that you require at least to start to use your phone. And then it's got, you can see here it's got YouTube. That's a good thing. Hi YouTube. So you can see it's got this, all the apps it's got. So like you see, for most phones, to access other apps you have to scroll left or right. In this case you have to simply scroll up to see more apps below, which is quite an interesting design. I think I like it. I think it's cool. So that's okay. So let's see what happens when you click on this button here. You see the side button. Okay, to close up the page you can click this way and the page closes. Let's see what else you can do. Alright, you can just swipe upwards or sideways and it clears off the page. Alright, so going on you can see that it's got a messaging, call, of course it has all these things. It's got a Google Chrome already, that's good. The Duo, it's got all that. And then let's look at the camera. It's got a back facing camera of 13 megapixel, 13 megapixels. And what's the quality of that exactly? Let's find out. This is the camera app. You can see here we're going into the camera. Allow camera to access this device's location. I'm going to say deny, and then we can see the camera here start capturing. You can see right here I'm filming on my freezer, so you can see just for the white surface you can see how my hand looks, the dorsum of my hand, the way it looks here. You can see here, I would say it's clear. I know it's clear. This is the camera setting, the default camera setting. See, there you go. I can see that it's clear, so I'm impressed by this. I like this. And you can do more things. You can actually video the phone as well. Go video, go to video. You can see this video make a good recording device if you ask me. Yes, so this is the way. This is, I think that it's really showing my palm the way it really is. I think there's nothing that is not revealing here. It's quite a good camera, clear. It does focus as well, although it takes a while to focus. You can see it goes blurry and then focuses, so which is okay. It's okay. I think it does it really fast, so you don't really notice. Yes, it has other camera settings like slow motion and all that here, which most phones have, to be honest. You can add filters here as well, which is okay. Most phones have the same thing, so I would say it's like other phones, but the camera is really impressive. I think I like that feature of the camera. Right, so moving on, you can see that it's got all these features here, which are just, like I said, sufficient enough for first time use of the phone. But obviously you can download more if you want, like more services. Go to the App Store, sign in, and you can download more apps as usual. This runs on the Google Play, the Google and the Android OS, so you access the Google Play Store to download your apps. So you can see here it's got also what it says. It says child mode. Now this is not very common in most devices, but let's see what it says here. It says here allow screen lock. Okay, this allows you to set your phone in order to protect a child's access of your phone. Let's say you want to hide some apps from the phone, or release some apps to the phone while the child is using the phone. You can do all that setting here. I believe that's what it's for. So you can choose enter child space. You see, it says please open the screen lock password before entering the child space. Here, open password. I don't have a password here, so I'm just going to go back. But basically, just for you to know that this phone has got the child mode setting here to help you protect any child who's about to access your phone. It can help you release some apps to that interface where the child is using the phone, just so that you're able to sort of secure the access. Sort of, you're able to grant them access to only a select number of apps on your phone. So that's how this works, guys. And so you can see here, I'm impressed at the way the phone looks here. You can see here, there you go, it looks really good. The screen is very clear. Graphics wise, I would say this is an okay phone. It's not like the greatest graphics, but it's an okay phone. It's just a very simple phone, and it does the job. It does the job, guys. It can call, it can text, it can make videos, and the recording is quite clear. So I would say this is a good phone to deal with. So if you like this phone, guys, you can go and buy the phone. I'm impressed at this phone because of the kind of attention the manufacturers have given to the design of the phone, which is what I really look out for. The thing is, I've observed okay, I have observed thank you, that most phone manufacturers, like the well-known ones, Sony, Samsung, and the rest of them, they don't really give attention to some details, like how this manufacturer included the pin for resetting that. I have never seen that in a Samsung smartphone ever. I've never seen this before, but I know that this is required, it's needed, because most times you find yourself using safety pins and office pins and trying to do all that. But this one has given you a sterile, I believe, a sterile pin to use for phone resetting. That's really good. It tells me something about the manufacturer. It tells me that they are paying attention to detail, which is one thing I like very much. I'm impressed by using this phone. So okay, most phones you can actually turn them on, back screen on, by tapping twice or 3 times, but this one clearly you have to click on the side button here to come on. There you go. So that's the phone, that's how it looks. Right, so guys, this also has a 3.5mm jack, and clearly it's got Bluetooth service as well. It's got some Bluetooth here. You can connect Bluetooth here, yes, to any device here. You can do that. It's got the airplane mode like any other phone. It's got the long screen shot. It's got the battery saver, auto rotate, flashlights, which is okay. It works. Voila. Okay. It's got all these little settings here, which, like I said, most phones have them. So I wouldn't say it's a plus for this phone. It's just a normal thing that every smartphone should have these days. So it's a basic phone, guys. It's a basic phone, but it's giving you the main selling point of this phone is the big screen for you to enjoy your videos, and your pictures, and gives you a very good camera as well for recording and for taking snapshots, which is very good. I think I like the idea of that. It also gives you, which is the best or the greatest selling point, it is the battery life. 7,700 milliampere hours. That is impressive. That is impressive, guys. You can hardly find phones that do the same thing or have the same battery life. So for this one, I would say that is a very big win for the phone. And if you're looking for a phone with a good battery life, I would say you don't have to compromise on quality, because this one has got good quality of the camera and it's got the basic functions. So I would say this phone will be a good phone of choice in terms of a smartphone that has got the basic features to a very standard level and a good level like that. So this is going to be your phone of choice if that's what you're looking for, right? So looking behind, you can see here 3 cameras, a flashlight with a camera. You can see all that here. And like I said to you, this phone is a little bit heavy. So folks like me who like heavy phones and big things, yeah. But if you don't like a heavy phone, I would say this may not be your phone of choice, because this is going to drag your pockets down if in your pockets, and then you may not really like the idea of that, which is why I think twice about this. If you don't like heavy phones and you need to get a phone, this may not be your desired phone. Alright guys, this is going to be a wrap on this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and purchase these with the link in the description, and you can have your phone. And then don't forget to comment, tell me what you want to know about the phone. I can tell you, I can share with you, because I think I like the phone for basic use, but to be honest, it's just a basic phone. It's not very techy. It's not. I can see it's not already. I don't have to go into all the files to see, all the apps to see. It's not very techy. It's just a basic phone here. And also, one thing I cannot really assess in this video is its durability, because to be honest, the fairest judgment of that will be using the phone for various things. I can tell you that the battery life is good. It's amazing. I know that already. But in terms of how long will it last, whether it's, you know, it's going to outlive phone X or phone Y, I don't know. I feel like the Ulefone is a product that is really doing big things these days, and so I would expect that to be lasting as long as most smartphones do. But if it doesn't, then I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Yeah, you have to test it to know it. So I might give you an update in the future, having used this phone for a while, or not. But like I said, use your phone for a while and make sure you take care of your phone. Make sure that you protect your phone behind with the provided casing material that was also in the pack, and make sure that you keep your phone safe. This phone is not advertised as waterproof, so if you go into water with it, it could get damaged. If it's in the rain with you, it could get damaged. So mind you, I have not said this phone is waterproof, so please keep your phones dry, clean and dry. You can see here, this is the charging port here, so that's obvious. That's the mouthpiece right here. And so just so you know that this phone has got basic functions like most phones do. Alright guys, I wouldn't drag you on this video. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and see you in my next video. For now, it's a wrap. Cheers.